Hi, I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm Jim.
And we're here to talk to you about the Riversleigh fossil sites. These sites are World Heritage Sites. They produce some of the most magnificent and well-preserved fossils in Australia and the world.
Yes, Nick. The Riversleigh fossil sites are a boon to both paleontology and geology, telling us much about Australia during the Miocene epoch 23 million years ago.
First off, the fossil sites at Riversleigh are located around 200 kilometres north of Mount Isa in far north Queensland, Australia. It's presently a dry, arid outback region with lots of cattle.
But this was not always so. 23 million years ago, the Riversleigh was a lush tropical rainforest, an ecosystem which is preserved by the unique geology of the region. Although the rock units do not have official names yet, we are sure that the Riversleigh region does lie on top of Precambrian quartzite, which in turn is overlain conformably by a layer of limestone known as the Dunsane limestone. This layer formed during the Miocene and contains all the fossils.
Limestone formed a karst landscape with lots of natural pools and caves that have later become fossil deposits. The water of the Riversleigh region is saturated with CaCO3. This precipitates all over the bones of animals that lie when they're lying in their watery graves, forming a protective layer of limestone. This locks them into the rock and produces exquisite preservation conditions, protecting the fossils from harm. Unlike those of other Australian tertiary deposits, which are laid down in abrasive river gravels and so are reduced to damaged fragments.
This process still occurs today, as cow bones have been found in the present-day Georges River, covered in a thin layer of limestone. There are several types of fossil deposits at Riversleigh: Miocene cave deposits, Miocene lake deposits, Brackham's Roost, a Pliocene bat cave deposit, and various types of Pleistocene gravel beds. So tell me, Nick, what sort of fossils do we actually have here?
There are certainly no dinosaurs at Riversleigh. The area is much too young for that. What we have at Riversleigh are mammal fossils, and lots of them. The fossils found at Riversleigh reveal a rainforest ecosystem that was filled with many different groups of animals. Some of these groups would be familiar to us as they survived into the modern day. However, others would not be so familiar as they are now extinct and have left no living descendants. Most notably, Riversleigh had a high diversity of possums. This is in fact indicative of a rainforest environment, as such a high diversity of leaf-eating mammals could not exist in any other kind of habitat. Other kinds of familiar animals present in Riversleigh include bats, snakes, easily enough, marsupial moles. This suggests that they first evolved in a rainforest habitat, and this pre-adapted them for a life spent burrowing in the sandy dunes which they are now found in today. But there are still odder creatures that live in the Riversleigh rainforest. Some of these included the marsupial lions, which would later rise to dominance as Australia's dominant carnivore in the Ice Age. Strange crocodiles, some of which could have climbed trees and may have played the same role in the ancient ecosystems as goannas do today. The strangest of all was the bizarre Thingodonta, a mammal whose affinities with other mammals, in fact even its diet, continue to baffle paleontologists today.
The diversity of life at Riversleigh and the presence of browsing marsupials designed to eat leaves rather than grass, particularly the diversity of leaf-eating fossils, which today survive only in rainforests, has led us to conclude that the environment of most of Australia during the Miocene epoch was in fact lush tropical rainforests instead of the arid climate that we find today.
Therefore,
Riversleigh has provided
a lot of clues about the fossil record and climate of ancient Australia.
That's a wrap.